Hello, and welcome to Avid Gardening. Today we are doing a review of the new Viparspectra XS2000. We will go over some of the details and technical specs, as well as some of my own thoughts on how this light performed after using it the last few weeks. So let's get into the review. Okay, so here's what's included with the light. You get 2 hanging kits and 2 ratcheting hangers, both of which I found to be very high quality. You get a manual, and you also get a very nice heavy-duty power cable, which was approximately 8 feet long, and of course the XS2000 light fixture itself. So let's go over some of the specs for this light, starting with the types of LED diodes. The XS2000 uses Samsung LM301B diodes, with a mixed spectrum of 3K and 5K. Also mixed into the array are 660 nm deep red LEDs and 730 nm IR LEDs. In total, there are 504 LEDs. The surface of the LED board is covered with a water-resistant silicone coating. Now this time around, Viparspectra decided to use the Meanwell HLG 240H 54AB driver, which is dimmable from 10% to 100% power. Now, to me, one of the best features of the Viparspectra brand of lights, and a big reason why I personally chose this light, is the heatsink. It's a nice beefy aluminum heatsink. It measures 15 millimeters thick, 20 inches long, and 12 inches wide. The total height of the fixture, including the driver, is 3 inches tall, and the total weight is 7.9 pounds. Okay, let's take a quick look at the dimming function. The XS2000 is adjustable from 10% brightness all the way up to 100% brightness. It's really hard to show you that with the camera, but here I'm adjusting from dimmest to brightest with a very shaky hand. As I said before, it is really hard to show you just how bright this light is through the camera, but you can take my word for it. It is like incredibly bright. So here comes the part we've all been waiting for, and that's the PAR ratings. On the left are the readings that I took, and on the right are the readings that Viparspectra releases. I don't see much difference here. 16 inches, it pretty much falls right where you'd expect it to be. Incredibly bright with a little bit of fall off around the edges. Keep in mind I did this in a 2 by 3 foot area, which I feel is probably just about perfect for this light. Very bright. You're going to be able to go just about anything. So in closing, here are some of my thoughts. First off, the build quality is top-notch, very robust and heavy-duty thanks to the nice heatsink. And in my opinion, it's the best design out there at the moment. Most other companies are using a flat, thin sheet as a heatsink. And honestly, I don't have a lot of faith in those type of designs. I think it's just a cheap way of doing it. I also really like that the Viparspectra has gone with the LM301B diodes. I think those LEDs are just about the best out right now. They're incredibly bright. You should be able to grow just about anything. As far as coverage goes, I would use this light in a 2 by 2 area or maybe push it in a 2 by 3 area. Another thing I was really happy to see with this light was the switch over to the Meanwell driver. I mean, they're pretty much the best brand you can get. And I think the 2 biggest complaints about the older Viparspectra lights was the use of lower quality LEDs and drivers. Well, they've totally fixed that problem, and they've gone with basically the best you can get on the market. I really like the dimming feature. I think it could be useful in a situation where you're growing some seedlings or some new clones and you don't want to blast them with light yet. Being able to dial the light intensity back is a big plus for me. So to sum it up, I think Viparspectra has really nailed it with this design. You're getting the best LEDs, the best driver, and a superior cooling design. Adding it all up, I think the Viparspectra XS series of light is currently the best light for the money that you can get. So that brings us to the end of our review of the XS2000. But I just want to take a second, thank everyone for watching my video. If you don't mind clicking the subscribe button below, it would really help me out. Until the next time, take care.